Should we cancel culture? Welcome back to the Schmooze. I'm Akiva Naiman.
I'm Daniel Geller.
And he's Daniel Geller. Question is, you may have been reading the news lately. A terrible idea if you want to have a good day. But if you have been, you may have noticed the term cancel culture coming up a lot. And the most recent of the cancel culture phenomena, if you will, was the canceling of 6 Dr. Seuss books, including one of my favorites, and to think that I saw it on Mulberry Street. And there's a lot that we could probably talk about cancel culture, but we're going to try to keep this to the few minutes that a Schmooze short is. Here's my problem with cancel culture. Okay,
break it down. Break it down, Akiva. Let's go.
Break it down. We're just gonna. This is not, as most of our schmoozes are. We didn't prepare any of this. Here's what I think is good about cancel culture. There is a verse in the Torah that says as follows: "Ubi'arta hara mikirbecha." It's in Devarim. I'll look up the source while I'm talking. It's in Deuteronomy, and which means that you shall destroy or cancel the evil from within your midst. Okay, and that's a good thing. Meaning when there is actual evil in your midst, then you should cancel it, right? Like, this goes back to, like, if Hitler was in your midst, then yeah, you kill Hitler. Like, that's something to do. Sorry, my camera's so shaky. That's something that you do.
Okay.
However, even the Torah, when it talks about doing that, there's a lot of steps to doing that. First of all, it only talks about that. It's here. I see it's in Deuteronomy 7, chapter 17, verse 7. It only talks about it in the arena of idol worship. Arguably the worst sin from a Jewish perspective. So you only do the canceling, which is a death penalty in this situation, in something that is terrible, something that is so bad. And the Torah stresses in the next verse, you can only do it through witnesses, meaning that there has to be a proper court case with 70 or 71 judges talking about this concept, right? You're not just going to start. And I understand that there's a big difference between capital punishment and canceling a person. Like, there's a huge difference, one's life and one's death. But I think that what we can learn from here is that just to instantly cancel a person based on one thing, oftentimes that's what it is, and it's based on one comment or one slip of the tongue or one article. Like, that's it, you're canceled. I think that's the problem. One part, that's one of the issues, that it's on it can be on one thing, and sometimes that thing, even if that thing is bad, because what is good or bad can, I think, be very debatable. Yeah. And certainly on the comments on social media, it seems to be very debatable. But my main issue with this is that the cancellation, the power of the cancellation culture, doesn't come from the institution itself. It comes from the people.
And some guy with 11 Twitter followers decided, right.
And it's like suddenly everyone's an expert. Again, going back, everyone's an expert, and something went viral, and now boom, you have 1,000, 10,000, even 100,000 people who don't know this guy or girl, who don't know the institution, who possibly don't know the context, who had misinformation, calling for either cancel this guy or we're going to boycott your institution or what have you. They shouldn't have the power to do that. That is my main beef with cancel culture.
Wow. Thank you, Rabbi Akiva. Just to sum up, I think we're saying it's not a bad thing to cancel things that are detrimental to society and to people and to ideas. It definitely needs to be done in a more strategic way. And who are the people who are making this decision? It's very unclear. But once public outcry gets on that level, I think that's where we see the challenge. You know, if you've when we talk about anti-Semitism, like, it is our place to call out anti-Semitism, and it should be abolished anywhere it exists. You know, we want to cancel anti-Semitism.
Right.
So there are certain, like, racism, 100%, all these things. Where it comes from, how it's done, is definitely a different topic. Thank you so much. A pleasure as always, schmoozing with you, Rabbi Akiva.
Wait, I just want to throw in a message. If I could give a message.
Wow.
When you see a cancel culture train coming through, don't just jump on board. Like, use your brain. Don't just follow the crowd. Think about it. Recognize that there may be a whole lot more nuance to what's going on.
A lost art, nuance. Oh my, that'll be our next schmooze.
Nuance.
Bye. Nuance. Okay. Shkrach. No, the other. What are you doing? The other way. There you go.